And a good morning again. This is Dr. Lieven speaking to you from Vila Moura in Portugal with the second update on the key points. There is 6 items that I'm addressing. I addressed just in video 1, update 1, Bitcoin, how it's done a load test before we all expect it to rise. So talking about a time to buy both Bitcoin and a time to buy a position in the Scientific Team Build, that right there, watch that video. Second element now, the rate, the cost for one position, and there it is. You can actually see in this chart, we publish it every day, but we almost should publish it every hour. We'll eventually have a site where a live update is scripted in and it'll all go automatically. We just need the time to accomplish this. So at the moment, we're operating in Tron. So 12,500 Tron is the amount of Tron we invest for you. 2,500 is the referral fee, 10,000 is invested completely. None goes into our pockets. As a matter of fact, all investment is immediately distributed over the different members based on the Forsage model, transposed with, of course, our own very own Scientific Team Build algorithms on top. Now, have no illusion. People are failing with Forsage. It's a great program, but they're failing with it. 98% of the people don't make money with it, and it's only that less than 1% who make the big money, and they're making it on people who lose money. We're reversing that. Everyone in our team is making money. Yes, it takes time, it takes strategy, because we could actually pay people within the first month easily, but we choose not to do that because we want to build strength. We want to make sure not only that you have one payout, that you have a second payout, that you have multiple payouts in the long term for years to come, and that you have expanding payouts. That all of this, there is so much intelligence embedded in there, and the most beautiful part is the Scientific Team Build. We do it for you. So we're asking at the moment, we've always been asking 10,000 Tron, and then with the commission 12,500. So yesterday, this was the rate, 1,293. Now in Bitcoin, you can see the rate. In euros, you can see the rate. If you want to send me Tron, if you want to send me Ethereum, everything is fine. You also always have the 6-pack, which is the 5 plus 1. You pay for 5, you get 1 free. Fast track payout. The fast track pack. So it's 5 plus 1 free. Which is 5 times the value of this, so 6,465. Unbelievably enough, you can inexpensively purchase this fast track pack now for only 6,400. And then we have introduced a new deal, and I'll do a segment separate on that. I have already done a segment on it, a video specific on, remember the video with the pizza, the shared positions, dedicated positions, shared position. Well, this is what it is. You can buy a 1/10 of a position, and then with 9 other people together, you own one position and you get paid depending on, if you own 10%, you get paid 10%. If you own 2 slices of the pizza, 20%, you get paid 20%. So all of this is reflected in our daily update. By the way, you see the referral here. You do get rewarded if you do refer people, but you don't have to. That's the beauty, that's the secret of what we do. Now, I was in conversation with Ed this morning, and Ed discovered me on Facebook. I have almost done nothing on Facebook. I don't even have a Facebook group yet for the Scientific Team Build, talking about if one of you wants to do that, if you're kind of living on Facebook. I used to, I don't anymore, but There is tons of people who've never ever heard of nobody in the world has ever heard of the Scientific Team Build, only our small community here on Telegram. And this is because for me, we're still in the development phase. Once we're ready, then we're going to go in all areas. Yeah, we're going to go on Twitter, we're going to go on YouTube, we're going to go on Facebook, but for right now. So anyways, I figured out the rate at that moment. It was 6 a.m. this morning, and see there, it only was 1,060. You see what lower rates did. If I would have done this during that probe, it would have been like $700 or $800. So that is how it changes. Anyways, I did the conversation there. Emmanuel brought up an important point. This is Emmanuel, who is a member of our team, and he suggested the following. Good morning, Dr. Lieven. I believe you feel great. I do, Emmanuel, but I feel like I'm on a roller coaster, and I need to get information out so fast, so much, but I hope that's why I'm chopping it up into its parts, that you can pick out the snippets that are important. You know, the first point that I made in the first video is buy Bitcoin. Secondly, right now, buy positions in the Scientific Team Build. Now we're talking about the rate. So Emmanuel has a comment on this. I am okay here and hoping for a greater future from our scientific team. And naturally, that is inevitable and is in construction and is on its way. However, it does take time. Now, sir, is it possible to suggest if we can have a progressional standardized joining fee to the Scientific Team Build rather than depending on the ups and downs of the cryptocurrency? Very good subject. As a matter of fact, Emmanuel, we've been thinking along those lines. I've said all along, at the moment, people don't even think in Bitcoin yet. You know, do they know what $10,000, what that is in Bitcoin? I wouldn't guess at it. I mean, I guess at 50,000 it would be 20%, but like a car, okay, a $50,000 car would be 1 Bitcoin. A $100,000 car would be 2 Bitcoin if Bitcoin is at 50,000. So, but it keeps changing, and that makes it confusing, and I agree. At the moment, it's in our advantage that we're buying in this fluctuative market, Emmanuel, because that'll come to your benefit as Bitcoin rises way beyond what we've seen at this stage. What all the experts are saying is by the end of the year, 200, 300, 400,000 Bitcoin. I don't care if it happens by the end of the year. If it happens in 2 or 3 years, it's fantastic. And it will be good that we have bought low and now we have a value that has gone high. So in that regards, good. In the other regards, I agree with you, a standardized value would be, and I don't want to go with one of those, artificially castrated Bitcoin deals. I don't believe in that, USDT and so on. We don't need that. We need decentralized, not centralized. So, however, it is possible that at a particular point, I'm watching very carefully what happens in the United States when that fake pedophile is out of the White House and we finally get the real president come back in there, the one who was elected by the population. When that has taken place, then we may measure a position back to $1. And operate independent of the cryptos. I'm with you on that because right now most of us were either dollar dependent or were euro dependent. However, know that even those two are in great question at this point. They could collapse any moment. They may force collapse them. The idiots there, Schwab, and his Great Reset, which is George Soros, the European Union, the Windsor, Prince Charles, even the Pope talking about the Great Reset. It's a bullshit maneuver, a scary maneuver. It's a control maneuver. They want to really bring in the Gestapo control, and not good. We're not going to go that direction. We're a freedom fighting organization, Scientific Team Build. were the foreplay towards the health hotels. And all of you stick with me, you'll become owners in Marriott hotels, which is pretty exciting. If you're wondering if there is substance behind the scientific team build, you guys, I couldn't spend enough hours. If I sat here, I could talk for 1,000 hours easily on how solid a value that you're actually investing into. So there's a lot of vision behind it. You want to get your foot in the door, one, with our team, two, grab all the Bitcoin, sell your used underpants and sell them for a Bitcoin. Convert whatever you can into Bitcoin. It's the wisest move you can do at this stage. But guess what? I will post videos on YouTube where I bought my first Bitcoins at 300 and I did 5 videos. I remember doing them right here on the porch. 5 videos to say buy Bitcoin. Not buy, but buy Bitcoin. 1,700. Ask yourself the question. The people who listened to me, whether they understood it or not, if they acted upon that and they bought Bitcoin at 1,700, 1,700, do you think these people are happy today? Of course they are. So, rate for one position. I hope I've highlighted that we're in the future, we will have a solid price. In the meantime, when you're ready to come on board, do as Ed did. I give him a rate on the spot. Now, I told him, you know, if you hurry, well, see, since we've talked since 6 a.m., the rate has already changed. And I want to quickly read what I wrote here. Yesterday, the market tested a low floor of just around 30,000, as I said in the previous video, but you can see this, it was like a needle point. And I had predicted this needle point just less than 2 weeks ago in answer to Frederick. A fierce down and an immediate back up. And in hours since already, BTC has re-established rather well. All of this is the result of the financial institutions, mostly the central international banks, who are scaring the ignorant amateur investors by presenting the most stupid and ignorant articles on Bitcoin. I've shown that in the previous video. And the only reason why they do this is so these people who own and invested in a few Bitcoin would be tempted to dump them. Please don't be that stupid. So, because they want to grab your Bitcoin under false pretenses. Everyone knows that all the major fiat currencies, the US dollar, the euro, the British pounds, name it, yuan, Chinese yuan, they're all in huge trouble because of their endless printing of new money. It's ridiculous. That's why China has gone into insane debt. They'll never pay off that debt, but the population will pay it, of course. So all the banks, the financial institutions must get into Bitcoin, and instead of doing this in a gentleman's way like we do, we buy, you know, at whatever the market is. No. They are using the fake stream media to scare the amateur, so they essentially scare them into selling and boom, they grab them. Every second this happens right now. They have done this before 2 years ago when Bitcoin, and I went through this in the previous video. So watch video 1 and this is video 2. The next video is on the pizza. Here is what it's gonna be. Look for this imagery, photos. Come on, pizza slices, show yourself. There you go, go to the message. And there it is, pizza slices, that you can own a share of a position. You don't need to pay for a full position. So that's what we're going to talk about in video number 3. Thank you.